Tonight, the state is asking some cities and towns why they're still remote at this point. The Education Commissioner sending out this letter telling superintendents of low-impact COVID towns to get a plan to get the kids back in class. Good evening to you. I'm David Wade. Some teachers' unions and parents are citing safety to keep kids home. But as WBZ's Kristina reports, the Education Commissioner wants some answers.
Here in Watertown, school starts tomorrow, but the kids will learn completely remotely, a decision the town now has to justify to the state. Would you feel safe sending your daughter back right now?
Personally, I would do it, yeah.
In a letter to school districts starting the year with remote learning, the state's commissioner for elementary and secondary education is demanding to know why kids aren't back at school.
We just feel like we have a moral obligation to families and students to look under the hood and see how are these decisions being made and are they the appropriate ones.
The letter was sent to more than a dozen communities with low COVID-19 transmission rates for the last 7 weeks, including several here in eastern Massachusetts. It reads in part, in light of the stark discrepancy between local public health data and your reopening plan, I'm requesting a timeline by which you anticipate providing in-person instruction for the majority of your students.
I think that's a question a lot of people will be asking.
Robert Gillen's daughter will start kindergarten in Watertown on Tuesday, remotely. Watertown officials received the state's letter, as the town has been in the COVID green zone for weeks, meeting the criteria the state says should get kids in the classroom.
And that did make me think, you know, what is the justification for keeping the schools fully closed now?
Once you're negotiated, that's a commitment.
The state's teachers union says the commissioner's letter felt threatening and could undermine thorough remote learning plans in favor of rushed in-person learning.
It's Commissioner Riley's typical bullying tactics to drive a reckless agenda of pushing education communities back into school buildings against their will.
Now, the Department of Education is expecting answers from all these towns within 10 days. And depending on those responses, towns could be subjected to an audit by the state. In Watertown, Kristina, WBZ News.
All right, Kristina, thank you.